To find out you know how to forget me. I'd rather hear how much you regret me, and pray to God that you never met me, than forget me. Oh, I hate to know I made you cry, but love to know I crossed your mind, babe. Oh, even after all it still wrecks me, to find out you know how to forget me, even after all this time.
Michael Ball follows the news on the network.
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds. And on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 11 o'clock. This is Kat Collins. The Cabinet Minister Grant Shapps has insisted there's been no witch hunt against Boris Johnson. The former Prime Minister resigned from the Commons after seeing an advanced copy of a report by a committee of MPs investigating whether he deliberately misled Parliament about parties in Downing Street during lockdown. Mr Johnson accused the committee, which has a Conservative majority, of being biased. Mr Shapps denies this and said the country wanted to move on from the drama surrounding his former boss. The Shadow Foreign Secretary, David Lammy, has renewed Labour's call for a general election.
We have a former Prime Minister crafting a letter undermining the sitting Prime Minister, and we've got 3 by-elections brought about not in the usual way because an MP has passed away or there has been wrongdoing, but simply because these MPs want to put pressure on the current government. In those circumstances, of course there should be a general election.
Ukraine says the area covered by flooding in the Kherson region after a dam collapsed has almost halved. But it says more than 30 settlements on the western side of the river are still flooded and almost 4,000 residential buildings are underwater. The 4 Indigenous children who survived more than 5 weeks alone in the Colombian jungle after their plane crashed have been reunited with their relatives. Their mother and the pilots died in the crash, and they spent 40 days fending for themselves in the Amazon before they were rescued by the army. The siblings are aged 1, 4, 9 and 13. At the father's request, General Pedro Sanchez, who led the operation, has agreed to be the youngest child's godfather. Will Grant reports.
Their grandfather, Fidencio Valencia, said they were very weak but happy to see their family again. And officials say they've started to speak and even play a little as they recover in hospital. It's become apparent that they survived on flour, which was in the wreckage of the plane, as well as seeds, their grandfather said. In particular, the eldest child, 13-year-old Leslie, has been praised for her bravery and resilience.
Manchester City fans have been celebrating their club's European Champions League victory. The team defeated Inter Milan 1-0 in Istanbul. The win means they join Manchester United as the only 2 clubs in English football to secure 3 trophies in one season after City won the Premier League and the FA Cup. Natalie Pike is a presenter for Man City TV. She said getting one over on United meant a lot.
I've grown up most of my life hearing from Manchester United fans that we have never won the Champions League and, you've not won a treble. Now we've done both. We've beat them on the way to do it as well. This is up there with one of the greatest moments in my life. Easily.
Novak Djokovic will attempt to create tennis history this afternoon by winning a record 23rd men's Grand Slam singles title. He faces Norway's Casper Ruud at the French Open. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 11.
Thank you, Kat. Thanks, Steve.
Wow.
Oh.
Michael Ball.
I interrupted myself.
BBC Radio 2.
Hello, my lovelies. Sun's shining and Bananarama are here. Makes for a perfect start to a Sunday show, I think. Well, they're not here, but they're about to sing for us. Oh, you know what I mean. Get out in the sun if you can. Take your radio with you.